Pizza. My name is April. Hi, my name is Jenny. Hi, my name is Tracy. Hi, my name is Sandy. Hi, my name is Monica. Hi, my name is Wendy.
All these wonderful kids here on the Sunday Funnies will be telling you how you can join us here on the Sunday Funnies. We'll be seeing a story about a man who owns a whole flock of pigeons. We'll be doing fun exercises with our good, pretty friend Colleen, and we're going to be talking about Martin Luther King's holiday. Also, Dr. Bellows will be here with a lot of wonderful animals. Colleen will show us how to make wonderful crafts, things, and interesting things out of paper. And also, we'll be reading the comics from the Sunday Funnies. We also want to say happy birthday to our good new friend, new to the world, Rebecca Ann Schwartz, the little baby daughter of Officer Bill Schwartz, Buster's little sister. I hope he doesn't get too jealous. Anyway, we want to say congratulations to Abby and Bill Schwartz, the mother and father of a new little girl, 7 pounds 8 ounces, Rebecca, born last Monday. We're real happy for Officer Bill. All right, folks, let's take a look now and see about all those pigeons and the fellow who owns a whole flock of them, okay? Here we go. Come in, Sunday Funnies News Desk. Let's find out about the pigeons.
Yeah. What swallows are to Capistrano, Dennis Sieg believes pigeons can be to DePaul, Indiana. That's why he's opened
Pigeon World Safari.
Yes, you heard him right.
Pigeon World Safari.
Pigeon World Safari is dedicated to the love and development of the pigeon. This barn is Safari headquarters. 90 pigeons fly this coop. Sig believes pigeons have been given a bad rap. He says they're useful animals.
You can eat a pigeon. You can send a message with a pigeon. You can train a pigeon to catch insects.
Yes, you heard him right.
Trained pigeons to catch insects.
Sig thinks pigeons could be trained to eat the fruit fly and other dangerous insects. But his most ambitious project is a pigeon-powered hang glider. Yes, you heard me right, a pigeon-powered hang glider. Sig is breeding these pigeons, Pinocchio and Waltzing Matilda, to try and recreate a passenger pigeon, inspired by this picture.
The pigeons are going to be positioned on the hang glider the same way as the engines on the wings of an airplane.
Safaris at Pigeon World are open to the public. Sieg sees the concept taking off in other areas.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to make it. I'm absolutely positive it's going to make it. The aspect right now is in international development, and I feel real confident that as well as making it here, it's going to make it in a few other countries also.
In DePaul, Indiana, Scott Patrick for NBC News.
How about that? A United Nations of pigeons. That's great, Colleen. We're going to fly right now into exercise, right?
Okay, let's go, everybody. We're going to start up. We're going to warm up and put our arms back in some big circles like this. Can we do 8 of them? You guys ready? Ready? 1, 2, count with me. 3, 4, I can't hear you. 5, 6, 7, 1 more. 8, good, okay. Let's put our hands like this to this side and then twist to the other side. We're going to do that 8 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more. 8. Okay, hold up there, guys. Okay, let's reach all the way up and then all the way down and touch the floor. And we can do that 8 times. You ready? Okay, up and down. Up and 2. Count with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more. And 8. Good. Okay, let's finish off with our 10 jumping jacks. Everybody at home, get up off the couch. You can do 10. You guys ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more. Good.
I tell you, that was great, Colleen. Boy, my heart's pounding after all that exercise.
Oh, good. I brought a book that tells you all about hearts and how they help you. When you exercise it, you get in better shape.
That sounds, well, that's good, great advice.
We'll look at that later, I think.
We sure will. Okay, and we'll tell you how you can get on the Sunday Funnies right now. This is how you do it. Write to Sunday Funnies Kids. That's Post Office Box 1118, Miami, Florida 33138. And give us your name, your address, and your telephone number. And be sure you do that. Name, address, and telephone number. And write to Sunday Funnies Kids, Post Office Box 1118, Miami, Florida. If you do that, you can join us right here and read the comics with us. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to be reading the comics. Colleen's going to be helping me out. And our reader is going to be Wendy. We're going to be reading Dennis the Menace. So everybody at home, turn to Dennis the Menace. We're so excited about this. I just heard somebody scream. Okay, in the first picture, here we go. Mr. Wilson is there with Dennis, and Mr. Wilson says, I was an Eagle Scout when I was a boy. And Dennis says...
Wow, did you know that, Mrs. Wilson?
And Mrs. Wilson says...
Yes, dear, but some of his friends called him a Seagull Scout.
And Mr. Mitchell, that is, says, will you let me tell this, Martha? In the next picture, I learned how to build fires without matches. And Dennis says...
Did you use a cigarette lighter?
Yeah, he's using one right there, isn't he, Wendy? And in the next picture, he says, and I earned dozens of merit badges, cooking, first aid, archery, and Dennis says...
I bet I can name 2 more.
And Mr. Mitchell says, go ahead, take a guess. And Dennis says...
One for no yelling and the other for slamming doors.
Oh, yelling and slamming. He didn't like that. So all of a sudden, here comes a big kick. Oh, my goodness. And Dennis, as he flies through the air, says...
And one for grouchery.
Right. He's the grouch, right? Just couldn't take all the ribbing Dennis gave it. How did you like Dennis? Isn't that fun? Yeah, that was good. Okay, well, we did Dennis. Wendy did a great job. And Colleen, Mrs. Mitchell. All right, coming up next, we're going to be visiting with Dr. Bellows with all our animals. We're going to be reading more comics. And also, Colleen will show us how to make a lot of wonderful, fascinating things out of paper. It's going to be great. We'll be right back.
On the next Hour magazine, Joan Fontaine, the woman of the hour, remembers her favorite leading men and tells Gary Collins that she understands today's working women.
Having a husband and children and a social life and all that, and trying desperately hard to have a career at the same time.
We'll take you to a baby expo and warm salads for cold days on Hour magazine.
Hour magazine, Monday at 4 on WSVN.
Welcome back to the Sunday Funnies.
Yes, Tracy, our little star host, is welcoming everyone back to the Sunday Funnies. We're glad to have you back. Well, right now, we're going to be just discussing something very, very special. We have a new holiday. It's kind of new, coming up tomorrow. A lot of these kids won't be in school tomorrow because of a very special day, and that's Martin Luther King Day. He had a birthday this past week, so let's ask the kids. Colleen is going to be asking the kids what they think about Martin Luther King Day. All right, Colleen?
Well,
what do the kids have to say?
Yeah, I have Jenny here with me, and she said she's been learning about it in school, right? What do you think, why do you think we're celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday? Why was he important?
Because he fought for people.
Right, he fought for people to be equal, right? Let's see what Wendy has to say over here.
Okay, Wendy, what do you know about Martin Luther King Day?
Well, I know that he had a speech.
Uh-huh.
I had a dream. I have a dream.
Uh-huh.
And what did he dream about?
He dreamt about everybody will be equal and will be free and well, it doesn't matter about their color or their religion or anything.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's a very,
right.
very, very good description.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else have anything to say about Martin Luther King Day? Well, but that's a holiday we're celebrating, and a lot of the kids are kind of happy that it's happening. Also, what's another good reason? What's going to happen with school tomorrow?
There's going to be no school.
Right, we're going to have, it's a national or federal holiday, so the schools are closed. But Martin Luther King, of course, believed in the brotherhood of man, that all men were brothers regardless of race, color, or creed, and fought for the equal opportunity of the ones who, up to a certain point in history, had been, for many reasons, deprived of opportunity. Okay, well, we're going to be coming back pretty soon with more Sunday Funnies. We're going to be talking about Marmaduke. We're going to be reading Marmaduke. Colleen will be showing us the crafts. And also, we're going to be reading Marvin a little later in the program. All right, right now, I think what we're going to do is read Marmaduke. In the first picture, and our reader is Monica, we have Marmaduke walking with Susie and Sarah there. And in the next picture, the little Susie says...
Oh, look.
Right, Marmaduke's right behind. And there's a little dog on the lady's lap. And she says...
What a cute doggy.
And little Susie next to her says...
What is your doggy's name?
And the lady, the owner of the little dog, says... Her name is Angel. And Sarah says...
She's so cute.
And Susie says...
I just love her.
Right, and then Sarah says...
I love her too.
But look at Marmaduke. He looks like he has his feelings hurt, doesn't he? Oh, poor thing. And then Susie says...
She's the cutest doggy I've ever seen.
And Sarah?
Me too.
And then Susie says... In the next picture, Susie says...
Go away, Marmaduke.
And Sarah...
There's nothing wrong with your paw.
And poor Marmaduke limps off. And the lady, the owner of Angel, says, oh, poor Marmaduke, you've hurt your paw. What a pain. I feel so sorry for you. And the last picture sort of heaves a sigh of relief. Well, you have a pet, do you? Mm-hmm. You have dogs that act a little jealous if you pay attention to other dogs or cats? Mm-hmm. And I guess that's about the way Marmaduke was. Okay, in the last picture, the doggone funny section, Rose Huth of Crestwood, Missouri, says her dog Tammy guards the sky. Vapor trails are her special targets. She's worn a path around the yard, frantically chasing them, barking and looking up. Can you imagine that? Mm. Yes, she doesn't want the sky to be messed up. Wish we had a dog that needed home, don't you? Anyway, well, that was it. That was Marmaduke. And right now, boys and girls, Colleen's over there and is going to do some wonderful things out of paper. She's going to make some interesting things you never think would be made out of paper, but she's going to do it. So let's go see what Colleen has to offer about her crafts. All right, let's go look.
Okay, everybody, come on around. Why don't you come around the back? We're going to let you all try to do this, too. And boys and girls at home, we're going to be making some very easy things that I learned in this book called Folding Paper Toys. It's kind of an old book. You can find it at the public library, Miami Public Library, and it's called Folding Paper Toys. Okay, the first thing we need to do is get some just regular paper, regular sheets of white paper. Now, we can't use it like this because it's a rectangle. It's not a perfect square. And to make these toys, we need to make a perfect square. So what you do to get a perfect square is to kind of make a little angle here like this. Fold it so that one corner comes up. And then just cut off the part that sticks out like this. So we'll cut it here. And ta-da! We have a perfect square. Okay, so everybody gets their perfect square. Here's one for you. Over here, why don't you pass some of these around. The first thing we're going to be making are our little friends here, the finger puppets. And what you do is you put your little fingers in there, and you can make them talk.
How do you do
See?
them?
How do you do them? That's the good question. Okay, first take your piece of paper. Danny, do you want one? There you go. Okay, now let's all fold it in half. And kids, you can do this at home. It's very easy. Fold it in half this way. Make a nice sharp crease. Okay, then open it up like this. And put it so it opens like a book. And then fold one half into the middle. Fold it right to the middle line. Make a nice straight line and then fold it tight. I use my fingernails so I get a nice fold there. It's nice and sharp. Okay, you got that? Everybody's doing good. Then fold the other one into the middle. So it looks like this. And it opens up like this. And put it all back together and fold it up. So you have a big piece of paper like this. Just one strip. Okay, then fold it in half. Why? You're doing good. Yeah, but just like that. Right. Okay, fold it like this. Everybody got that far? Okay, then fold it again. So you have a little square. Then take one half of that fold like this and fold it down. And there's your puppet. Although it doesn't look like a puppet, does it? What we're going to need to do is everybody can get some crayons here, some markers. As you make some eyes and nose. Well, we'll work on it. Okay, first thing we're going to do with our puppet is we're going to make him some eyebrows, some big bushy eyebrows with black or whatever color you want, and then some eyes. Funny looking eyes there. And then we're going to use red, and we're going to make him a funny mouth. Like this, with some big red lips on the top. Funny clown mouth. And then the inside, we're going to make him a tongue. A big, icky red tongue. And we'll color it in. And then how about some teeth? Draw a line and some teeth like this. We have ourselves a little puppet. Oops. You put your fingers in the little holes in the back, and look what you have. Okay. Well, we'll work on that a little. Hold on a minute. And see, here's what they look like if you take some time and make them really pretty. You have some nice puppets. Now, other things we have over here are for your paper dollhouse. Here's a little paper dollhouse bed for your paper dolls. Here's a little couch, and these are very easy to make. Okay. Take your square piece of paper. Well, let me see. I know I have a square piece of paper here. Okay. This is a square piece of paper. Fold it in half like this. Okay, then open it up. Fold it in half this way again. Okay, and leave it folded in half. Okay, then fold one half in this way, and the other half in. So you make another little square like that with some flaps. Then what you do is you open it up, and you open up one flap and push down like this, and you make a little triangle. And pull that out with your hand. Then do it on the other side. I think we're going to make the couch. This is the same way you make the house and the couch.
You make a whole house full of furniture.
Yeah. It tells you how to do this in the book. Okay, then we're going to fold it out like this. We're almost done. Fold the little, and then take the middle piece like this, fold it up, then fold the two flaps in and watch.
All right.
It's going to be magic. Fold it in real good.
It's almost like magic.
So it's like this, and pull the seat down, and look what you have.
My
A little
goodness.
couch. And the book tells you how to make a piano, how to make a bed and a piano stool, and all these things like this. So get the book at the public library. It's called Folding Paper Toys. And it's very easy to make, and anyone can make it, and all you need is some paper and some colors to dress them up.
That's wonderful, Colleen. You can get the book at the public library. You can make a whole house full of toy furniture. Well, that's fantastic. And the kids are doing a wonderful job. They're having a great time here.
Yeah.
Well, right now, boys and girls, we're going to be reading more comics, and we're going to be reading, in the Sunday Funnies, one of our favorite strips, and that's going to be Marvin. Okay, and our reader is going to be Jenny with me, right? In the first picture, we have Marvin walking along, being pulled in a sled by his daddy. And Marvin says, "Mush," and the daddy says,
There's nothing more relaxing than taking a walk on a clear, crisp winter day.
"Oh, that was real good, Jenny." And in the next picture, Marvin sees a cat go by, and he says, "Uh-oh," and the daddy stops, and the Bitsy has the ears up. Next picture, Bitsy takes off barking and pulls Marvin's dad around on the sled. Oh, boy. And the next picture, he says,
Wait, Bitsy, come back here. Heel, boy, heel.
right, but look at him. He's chasing the cat and pulling Marvin in the sled, and the cat's up the tree. Around and around they go. It looks like the leash is getting all tangled up, and he says,
Come on, Bitsy, heel.
and in the last picture, Marvin fell out of the sled and says, "Mush." And then Marvin's daddy says,
This is another fine mess you've gotten us into.
right, and what's happened?
They're all tied up.
They're all tied up by the tree because Bitsy chased the cat, and the cat, what's the cat doing? Just got his nose up in the air, right? Jenny, you did a fantastic job of reading Marvin for us right here on the Sunday Funnies. We'll be having more comics in just a moment, a lot more fun, and our good friend, Dr. Jan Bellows, will be bringing all sorts of fascinating and exotic pets, dogs, cats, and who knows what, in just a moment.
This is our hometown. It's not just a publicity line. We own a home here. We put roots down here.
Peter Ford, looking out for you with a hometown point of view.
It's a great place for journalists to work. It's also a great place to live. We have a vast spectrum of people living here, and that makes everything about the community interesting. We have more going on here in South Florida than most other parts of the United States.
Peter Ford, another reason News Center 7 is the team South Florida is turning to.
It really is a hometown.
Welcome back to the Sunday's Funnies.
Yeah, April, Danny, Shashishka, and doing a wonderful job welcoming everyone back to the Sunday Funnies. They were great. And speaking of being great and feeling good, Colleen has some books to look up at the library. What do you have, Colleen?
Well, we were talking about your heart a little bit earlier. And in the library today, I found this really, really neat book that's put out by National Geographic, and it has some beautiful pictures in it. It's about your body. You can see some kids on here racing. See, they're getting their exercise. And there's a part in here, chapter 5, which is about your heart. Look at the picture of the boys racing. They're running as hard as they can, as fast as they can, and I bet their hearts are just pounding. And you might have some questions about what's happening inside your body to make your heart pound so fast. Big muscle that's pumping the blood through your body. It's taking in the oxygen and feeding all your cells in you, and it's pushing out all the bad air after you're done breathing it. And the heart keeps the flow of the good blood and the bad blood, the clean blood and the used blood going through your body. And there's some questions sometimes you have, like, what does my heart look like? Does it look like a heart when you draw a heart? It doesn't look like that at all. It kind of is, it's like your fist. It's about as big as your fist, too. If you hold up your fist and look at it, that's just about how big your own heart is. And as you grow and as your heart grows, it gets bigger. There's one more book here called The Junior Body Machine that also tells about the heart and about your whole body. So if you're interested in becoming very healthy, you can look in the library for these two good books that tell you all about yourself.
And that goes right along with our regular exercise program that Colleen is doing every week right here on the Sunday Funnies and at home on her own personal program. That's fantastic. Well, be sure to find those books at the library, boys and girls. They're very, very, very colorful and very, very informative. All right? Right now, we have a wonderful man who's going to be coming in, and he's going to be bringing some friends with him, Dr. Jan Bellows. Hi, Doctor.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you.
Dr. Bellows is a veterinarian, takes care of all kinds of animals. And who do you have with you? Boy, what a nice-looking little thing.
Anybody know what type of dog this is, boys and girls? What is it, Jennifer? A Pomeranian. This is a Pomeranian, yes. And, you know, we're talking about people's health. There are some research that shows that people stay healthy if they have a pet. Anybody know why?
You know why, Monica?
Because they know how to give love and get love from their pets. Now, the Pomeranian, anybody know where this animal is from? Where? Probably from France or somewhere like that. It sounds like it, doesn't it? This is a very intelligent, a very hardy dog. And believe it or not, this is an excellent watchdog because it will scare criminals away all the way. If they come into the house, it goes bark, 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 and they'll think there's a big dog in there. Who wants to hold the Pomeranian? Jennifer, would you like to? All right. Now, next pet that we have is called a Yorkshire Terrier.
Look at that
and
face.
This dog is just a bundle of fur. Anybody have any idea how heavy this dog is? How much, Gwen?
2 pounds.
2 pounds, exactly, right. And the Yorkshire Terriers are from Scotland, all right? And this dog is in Pet Circus over in Broward, well, it's not the Broward Mall, it's over at Pet Circus on Davie Road Extension on State Road 84, and it's one of the friendliest dogs. This dog, if you visit there, will jump up and down and be very, very friendly. Monica, you hold this for me? Thank you. I appreciate that.
How big does that little dog get, Doctor?
Well, we usually keep them under 5 pounds.
Oh,
most people, yeah. Okay, now, this is a snowball, isn't it? And this dog? Huh?
Yeah.
This dog is called the dog with 1,000,000 kisses. Any ideas why? Because they love to kiss you all the time. Want to kiss me? This is a Maltese, also located at Pet Circus over in Davie. Yes, Tracy, would you like to hold this? And talking about people's hearts, we're all going to get to listen to a dog's heart today.
Boy, how can we do that, Doctor?
Well, this is... Anybody know what this is? This is a... Yes?
It's a Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu, exactly right. Beautiful coloring, isn't it? Black and white. This is gorgeous. And what do we use to listen to a heartbeat in people? Tracy, do you know?
A stethoscope.
A stethoscope.
Oh, great.
And does anybody know what a person's heartbeat usually is? It's usually right around 80 or 90. A dog's heartbeat is about 120. Dick, would you like to listen? Put this on.
Sure, yeah. We'll see what we can do here.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness, I'm getting messages.
Danny, would you come over here? And come over here. Put this on your ears, and you'll hear the heartbeat. Come on.
All right.
Just put it right on your ears.
Put it right on your ear, Danny. You can hear it.
Okay.
See?
You hear it? Yeah, pretty good, huh?
That's great.
Right. When do you want to hear? What does it sound like? Sound like thump, 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 thump? Yeah, really fast. Tashika, would you like to listen? Come here.
Yeah, we're all going to get to hear the little Shih Tzu's heartbeat. There.
Pretty good, huh? Yeah, it goes thump, 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 thump. Okay, Wendy, can you hold this for me? Now, we have a new section on the show, and every time I come in, I'm going to bring new toys for pets.
Oh,
because
fantastic.
at Pet Circus, they have so many neat little toys. instead of having the dogs start to eat up your socks, this is a special toy called the Tammy Tug, and it goes bigger and bigger. There's 2 balls on either side, so you take one side and the dog takes the other side, and you pull, and it helps their teeth grow a lot bigger.
That's great.
This guy is Mr. Ugly, and Mr. Ugly is really ugly. See how ugly he is?
Looks
and
like
dogs,
a gremlin.
Yes, dogs and cats would like to go like that and bite on it. It's supposed to taste good. Now, instead of giving, boys and girls, instead of giving your dog a bone, this works out a lot better because this is a hard rubber, and see, the bone chips just fragment, and they get caught in the intestines, and they can hurt a dog. So if you can go to your pet store, get this hard rubber toy, it's a lot better off. All right? So those are 3 toys from Pet Circus. Now we're into snakes.
Oh, my.
And this, anybody know what type of snake this is? All right, now is this a boa constrictor? No. This is a ball python, right. And why do you think it's called a ball python? Boy, Wendy, why?
Because it rolls into a ball all the time.
It rolls into a ball. When this snake gets really hurt or afraid, it'll roll into a tight little ball and get ready to lash out at somebody. Okay? And the snake is a very friendly snake. The snake will not bite anybody at all. Okay? And it eats sometimes other little small animals or a little bit of what you eat every night. So a snake can be an excellent pet. Wendy's holding it and not having any problems. Last pets tonight are ferrets.
Oh, boy.
And these are 2 gorgeous ferrets. You couldn't ask for nicer ferrets. These are also at Pet Circus in Davie. And this is a tan ferret and a black ferret. What does the ferret remind you of? What type of animal?
A weasel?
A weasel. Or it also reminds some people of cats. And these are descented ferrets. Danny, would you like to hold this ferret? Thank you. Oh, you're being very gentle. Good. Just hold it, and you can sit down with it. And the ferrets can be trained to go to the bathroom in the litter box. They're friendly. They don't smell at all.
Just like cats.
They're just like cats, and some people think a lot friendlier. Okay? Everybody has a pet. Isn't that wonderful?
One pet for all our boys and girls right here. And I heard stories, too, about the ball python, Doctor, that children in Africa actually play with them when they roll up in the ball and play catch with them.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. We're all supposed to be very friendly with our animal friends.
Yeah, I know. But I'm sure they don't hurt them at all, as the children here are being very gentle and very careful with them all. What's one good word of advice you can give for pets, Doctor?
The best word of advice is give your pet as much love as you could possibly give them, and always be nice and kind to them.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful word of advice, Doctor, and we're very happy you brought all these pets with us right here on the Sunday Funnies. Everyone has a pet. We're glad you could join us. Be with us again next week when we're going to be reading more comics from your favorite Sunday Funnies. We'll be having more surprise guests. We want to thank Dr. Bellows, Colleen, and everyone for being with us today. Let's all say goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for being with us on the Sunday Funnies. Goodbye. Let's all have our pets wave goodbye, too. Yay.
Sled dog.